Yeah, degrade is the most handsome guy you've ever seen.
All right. So let's go back there. And there we go.
Is that the part of Oregon that wants to also become part of Idaho?
No, 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 no. That's over the mountains.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Eastern Oregon.
Because yeah, this part of California wants to like not just be part of Oregon, they want to be part of Idaho. And it's like really and they want Idaho to pay for it. And it's like and then they're like, but wait, we'll lose weed too.
Why don't
It's
why
like they're just really stupid.
why don't you
here.
guys want to pay for that? That's such a great deal. We're doing you a favor, right?
This, I guess like the Florida equivalent would be if this is like um, not Tallahassee, but somewhere near there.
Yeah.
All right. So last session, well, at the end of last session, I'm not going to recap the whole thing when that thing is recorded.
Oh, like Quincy, Florida. That's kind of what this area is like.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys managed
Just
to
for frame
get
of reference, because he's Floridian.
the weed that you guys were looking for. You guys decided to go ask the Blackfoot Indians, Blackfeet, that apparently they have a little town over there, right next to, particularly the mountains that you were in. And you were told a story about some ants, and there was this this weed that apparently, if you burned it, mixed with some other stuff that they prepared, they will help you to get rid of the the wasps. Mind you that your mission, or at least I think what Evan had in mind, was that, and obviously this is up to change, whatever you guys want to do. He originally wanted to get the weed to go into the hive and try to kidnap one of the wasps, the humanoid wasps, mainly because the FBI requires one of them in order to fine tune some sort of weapon that they have. That it's like a sonic type weapon that it vibrates sound and it makes whatever is aligned to that vibration explode. So I think Evan was planning to use that thing to go into the hive, and I don't know what he was gonna do with it, and ultimately kidnap one of the wasps. So right now, you guys just, some of you just came out of that area. Let me see one thing. No, not settings. Not settings. Perfect. Okay. So, Raphael Valentine, he is actually looking up information in that area, Montana, actually. Not necessarily just because he's a dilettante, but also because of the fact that he happens to have a dead wife that somehow she suffered an accident around that area, and she also was no longer found. Although his wife, he was told that she didn't necessarily disappear on the mountains, but excuse me, that nonetheless he's over there looking for her, and of course he probably heard the rumor in town that most women tend to disappear on the mountains, and most guys tend to die on the mountains. So therefore, it's it makes sense that he will be going into the mountains to investigate. Now, what would you guys be doing at that tribe area? You know, right after you guys gather the weeds that you guys need.
Looking longingly at my lost leg.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go. The one of the Indians actually grabs a very very hot machete and 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 cauterizes your leg. You're gonna have to go ahead and roll a. Actually, no, we're not gonna roll damage for that. What you're gonna roll is gonna be your Constitution. Make sure you don't pass out for the pain.
Okay, let me get up new character sheet and let's click that. Hard success.
Okay.
Yay!
All right. So you don't pass out. You stay awake. That was probably the most painful thing you ever encountered, but that didn't hurt. Now go ahead and roll your luck.
Do I have decent luck? I have shit luck. Oh, hard success again now.
Yay. Oh yeah.
Okay. So the guy that prepared the weed, he looks at you and he says, "I got this for you," and he brings 2 crutches for you.
I've already got my fishing pole walking stick, so
Yeah, but with one leg, I'm not sure how that works.
well, it's the same. It's just I also need a crutch until I make myself a peg leg. I was a ship's carpenter.
Right. So now you got 2 crutches. Now you can put one under each armpit and walk. So he says, "Okay, I can get you this. We told you guys to be careful over there. Things are very very bad. Although," he says, "I am not sure exactly what you guys are looking to accomplish, mainly because I fear that you guys are going to end up finding more questions than answers. But by all means, here," he hands you that weed and stuff all prepared, and he says, "Okay, well, if you guys are down here, you're free to go now."
Cool. Who's driving the truck? Because it ain't me.
Great question. I mean, I'm not going to require you to roll, so anybody will do.
I'll drive.
Okay. Can I sit in the back and use the second crutch and start trying to, I don't know, mechanically repair myself a false leg?
Sure. Now, where are you going to prepare that? On the truck?
Yeah, on the truck while they're doing their thing.
So you're like wheedling a pig leg?
Essentially, yeah. I imagine my character wouldn't have too much issues. He did it on the sea, so... in
Yeah,
tropical
true.
waters anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
All right. So, in order to do that, you're going to have to roll your mechanical repair.
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yep. No. Unfortunately, the leg thing that didn't work out. Maybe you want to go to the general store that is in the area. See if the guy has anything that you can use as a fake leg.
John, yeah, I'll shout to Lukey and go. Can we just stop at a shop, please? And I need to buy a leg.
Shout to who?
Whoever's driving.
So, whoever's driving.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay.
Okay. So I guess then
Next stop,
the next stop is
store.
what? The general store then?
Yeah, general store.
Okay. All right. So you guys go to the general store. And after a while, you arrive and you encounter this new investigator that just happens to be asking questions at the store, much like you did about his his dead wife.
So, did you see her? Tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. She looks like a dame.
It's like, look, sir, as I told this gentleman that are walking in last time, I see a lot of people that come to climb the mountains. I only sell them gear, and if they die and we recover the gear, I just repurpose it and resell it. But I can't
You're
really
like the-
remember everybody that comes.
Like, you're the sixth person that tells me the same thing. Generic people. Just wish I had answers. Thank you for your time. You see a 6 foot tall, blonde hair, blue eyed, like well dressed businessman. Start walking away from the general store clerk.
Sonny boy, if you just wait there for like 2 minutes and speak to my friend here, Moonstone. Don't ask about the name. He will explain what we know about what could have happened to your missus. I'm gonna go buy myself a leg.
Thank you.
Walk up to John with just no explanation to Raphael.
Raphael
Good sir.
looks over
Oh,
at
yeah.
this person called Moonstone. Hello.
Hello, I am Pedro de Luna, but you can call me Moonstone.
Raphael, pleasure to meet you.
I see you are looking for vanishing women.
My wife specifically. They said she died up here mysteriously. The only thing they could recover was her wedding ring.
And then
Yeah.
there's also
Yeah.
over there is a man losing an arm, which is Dan's character. Like, the arm is completely shaved off from the shoulder down, and and then there is the other guy. Let me see what Evan's character is. Ollie Wilcox, the reporter. He's actually tracking the story.
You seem to have several compatriots that have lost limbs.
Yes, we have. They sadly are part of the whole story of losing.
An accident.
Yeah, Ollie will say, yeah, we had an encounter of the third kind, I guess you can say.
Oh, give me 1 second. Are you telling me aliens killed my wife?
In
They
a
have
way-
killed your wife,
in
they've
a
killed
way,
the reporter.
in a way, yeah.
In a way, they did.
No, yeah, your wife is, if she was up there in the mountains, she's certainly dead. That's for sure. We witnessed what these creatures did to our companion that came with us. Poor Kimberly. Um, she she came with us. They captured us to interrogate us, and the moment that we refused to answer their questions, they hit her with something very strange. And once they hit her, half her body just exploded, and the other half that remained was connected to this sort of part of the hive, where not soon after, a male looking like wasp man proceeded to have sex with her bottom half surviving body.
Yeah, what they all see is, give me 1 second, and Raphael runs outside to vomit.
So, Dom, do you have any legs for sale?
Well, let's find out. Go ahead and roll your luck.
Oh, great. My shit's done. Okay.
Hey!
Success.
It's like, okay. Yeah, actually, I do. I have this, and he shows you. Let's see. Let's be kind. Um. Okay, he gives you 4 options. He gives you a stump that looks like it's being flat out cut off out of a tree branch. He shows you an actual leg, but it's actually white, like completely pale white, like stands out. Then he shows you a cow's bottom foot with the hoof and everything, and and then he shows you the bottom part. Well, one part of a stick of what could have been used at some point on a broom.
The completely white one, that's the most human, correct?
Well, this one actually, they're not human. None of them. They're all made out of wood,
Oh.
except for the
But it's the
for the
most
cow
human
leg.
looking.
That one's actually real. Some people say they bring good luck.
Should I walk around with a cow leg, guys?
That'd be just a minute. You're a sailor, right? That's an interesting story. You could get a free drink at any bar. You're like, how'd you? Like,
You know what? Fuck it. Let's buy the cow leg.
All right, cow leg.
oh,
He looks at it and he's like, you know what? I have had that leg for about 10 years here, so you can have it for $2.
Okay. I'll take a coffee with that as well.
Okay. So he goes ahead, brings you the leg. It's got some sort of attachment, whatever, for you to attach it to your other leg. To your leg, and he
if
brings
you
you
got
some
any-
coffee.
Ginger as well. Ginger root.
Sure, yeah. Here's some ginger.
Alright, I will collect. I'll pay him, collect everything.
All right.
I attach the leg, however I'm meant to do that.
Yep. You do it.
And I will now trot out because I'm a cow, it appears.
Yeah. Every time you walk, no matter how soft your feet are, your stump actually hits the ground. Tuk, tuk.
What can I
You're
do?
flopping around.
I'm now Carl Severin and the Moon. I'll walk out and I'll just pass Raphael Ginger going, it'll calm your stomach, you'll stop throwing up, chew on that.
Go ahead and since you're throwing up and you see him wearing the bottom half of a cow,
leg.
go ahead and roll your Constitution also.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so you managed to hold it in and to stop vomiting. You kind of start chuckling at the fact that he's wearing a cow leg.
That's the funniest thing I've seen. So, you guys said you dealt with these things?
Yes. That's how he lost his leg, the other guy lost his arm, and poor Sylvia lost her life.
All right, so
Well,
hold on, give me a second. So Evan, right now you guys made it from the Indian post where you guys got the stuff to the general store because what's his name? Carl. Remember that he lost a leg on Sunday? Well,
Yeah.
he managed to buy half a cow leg that he managed to stick it on his leg. So now he's walking around wearing half a cow leg.
All right.
Yep. And our newest player joined us, Raphael Valentine, which he's a dilettante, and his wife has also gone missing.
We've just explained to him that his wife is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are going up there to deal with these creatures, I'd like to go along if you don't mind.
I think right now don't we have to wait for the FBI to tell us if they have any weaknesses?
Well, no, because what happened, if you remember, the FBI told you that they need you to kidnap one of those guys.
Yeah, we did, and we sent it to them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Last
you did.
session,
You did. Okay.
That's how he
So yeah,
lost his
now
leg.
you're supposed to, if you want, you can wait to tell you if they have any weaknesses in order for you to use the weapon, or you also gather that weed that you can burn and kind of messes them up.
Yeah, it incapacitates them. That was how we caught the one.
Mm-hmm. You still got some of that, so you can use that too, if you want. In the meantime, whatever you want to do.
All right.
Well, what exactly is our main objective? Main objective, I mean.
Well, ultimately, I think we have to kill them, but
Should probably wait to find out the weaknesses.
Yeah.
The government.
yeah, and I think didn't they say they had some kind of like experimental weapon or something they were going to give us, maybe?
Yeah, they have
About
some vibrating guns that they pretty much set up the vibration to whatever their bodies are, the body composition, and then eventually it shoots sound and it makes their bodies vibrate to the point that they explode.
Yeah, let's wait for those. Those sound useful.
So I'm gonna get you 5 minutes while you guys come up with a plan, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. So I'm caught up. We have already captured one. We're just waiting to hear back about what the weakness is
And get weapons.
and get weapons. The other thing that I note from you guys mentioning is one of you is a reporter.
Yeah.
Ollie.
What is it? Yeah. Evan's character, Ollie.
Okay. So I have an idea. I'd like to fund Ollie's report to turn into a book.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna. Sounds good to me, fella. I'm gonna need an advance. I'm gonna need an advance to cover all of my expenses, and also I'm gonna need something for the family of my poor departed assistant Sylvia. And has anybody else died actually?
No.
Not yet, surprisingly. You know, my life was saved, and now I've got a cow leg.
Yeah.
And Dan is still alive, just missing an arm.
Who was it that I left behind in the other
Oh.
dimension?
He
I
left
some-
Saul behind, but he showed up later.
They just did, yeah.
Do you think there's any chance we could find Dan a cow arm?
We could try.
Yeah, you know. If we all lose
Usually-
limbs, we can become the Bull Gang or something.
So the biggest question I'm gonna have to ask,
I'm back.
Raphael would ask, do you have an offshore account that I can send you these advances?
Sorry, Pally, I'm a strictly cash business.
Oh well, that's not necessarily a problem. I'll pull out from. I only have 1,000 on me. Is that okay?
That'll be quite sufficient.
Okay.
Oh, are you
For
like a
starters.
diplomat or something?
Yes. I'm part of Valentine Industries.
Okay.
Oh, so Raphael, that ginger root I gave you, that cost me 30. Could you give me 30? Very rare up here.
Well, I mean, did Raphael tell everybody he's a dilettante?
No.
Although he did say, do you have change for 1,000 or something, right?
Yeah.
you
Yes.
really just said that.
Oh yeah, that's
Just,
fine.
he has 1,000 on him.
Yeah, he only has 1,000 on him. That's fine.
So can I get 30 back for that ginger root?
Sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna add that to my cash.
All right. So,
Pull out it.
what's the plan, fellas?
We're waiting.
Okay. So, as you wait, because by now will be the next morning, the newspaper kid just goes out the street screaming, "Extra! Extra! Strange happenings occurred on top of," let me see what the name of that place was, "on top of Glacier National Park mountain area. Extra! Extra! They found body parts of strange creatures have been found. Extra! Extra!"
Did somebody do our job for us?
I feel like
Or at
somebody did
least-
the job for us.
Or at least did Ollie's job.
Wally's real job was just to make money any way he can. He might claim that he's doing it for whichever one of our party members dies, but he's all about the money.
Should we get some breakfast?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Let's get some breakfast and we'll discuss. Somebody grab a newspaper on the way.
All right. So the newspaper is going to be a probably a penny over there in that town. They give it to you, and the food for everyone is probably gonna be around $5, if that.
Raphael covers the bill.
And
I was gonna suggest
you look at the newspaper. There's drawings of the area that is on top of that mountain, and there's species of many different insects that you can see. Strange insects. Some of you will recognize definitely the wasps. However, there's other stuff up there too.
Great.
However,
And I-
since that is not in color and it's being drawn by hand, it's kind of hard to tell what's what.
Can I do an occult check on it?
Yeah.
Oh, son of a!
Hey, at least you're in roll in 95.
Could I do like a natural science or whatever? With the
Natural world.
natural world?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And. Well, it's still shit, but there's a chance. Nope, there is not a chance.
Raphael, looking at these, would also like to roll an occult. Due to
Well,
he's had a lot of money.
hold on a minute.
He's had a lot of.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Mr.
Yeah,
Natural
yeah.
World, go ahead and roll a 1d3. So, Paul, roll a 1d3.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
No, / roll 1d3.
Yeah,
Oh, you could do that, but you forgot the space after the dash.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that one.
That's how I usually type it.
Oh, for God's sakes, why am I having issues with this? Oh, God, what am I doing wrong? There we go.
Okay.
One.
All right, you get a headache, and you lose 1 point of health. Go ahead, Chris, with whatever you're gonna say.
Okay, so looking at these, Raphael has had a lot of time and money to kind of explore his own workaround. So I would also like to roll a cult.
Go ahead.
Nope.
All right. So, what's the plan?
Well, apparently there's more than just these wasp alien creatures you tell me about. So, you guys said you were working with the government?
Yes.
How long does that take you usually to hear back from them?
Actually, for that, you'll have to talk to Ollie here.
Alrighty. He looks over at Ollie as he's eating some of his eggs Benedict.
Oh yeah, my character ordered the exact same thing you ordered. Just because it's like, why not?
All right, they bring him to you. However, you
I'll
can
have
see
what they're having.
you can see how those
Exactly.
eggs look extremely different. They bring you each 2 eggs, but the eggs are immense. And I mean immense in size. Probably each egg is about the size of, I don't know, Andre the Giant's hand. Open palm. I mean, like that big. And the guy looks at you and says, "Ah, I bet you're impressed."
Yeah, I should have got the eggs instead of the BLT.
It's like
Why
this.
did you lay them?
No. I did not lay 'em. These are not chicken eggs. These are from a much larger bird. Bet you guys
bird
will
is
never
that?
figure out what bird that is. I give you a hint. It doesn't fly.
Emu?
Is it an ostrich?
It is an ostrich. Yes. We got a nice colony back here of ostriches.
Well, they look lovely. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
How come I couldn't buy an ostrich leg then?
Oh,
They don't last us
I'm
long.
gonna try something. Oh, I try to talk them into talk them into naming the bugs on the picture.
Okay.
I bet you can't name the bugs on the picture.
To who, the guy?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
well,
you brought the
I
ostriches.
can't. This drawing is terrible. He says this look like it's been drawn by the kid, the retard kid, you know.
Where's this kid live?
Well, he lives about 5 blocks from here. He lives with his mom, his pa. You know, they're siblings.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We've gone down that alley. All he does is like hum and stuff. No
Yeah.
point to talk to him. He can't talk.
Although we never asked him to draw pictures for us either.
See, kids tend to see the world as they really are, and things that aren't natural tend to gravitate towards children, from knowledges and books I've read. So maybe we ask him to draw us something, or
And he
maybe
and the store
maybe have
owner,
him circle some words.
and the store owner is like, yeah, he draws really nice. You should see the whatever he makes. I mean, he scribbles, I guess I can call him. The other day, he made 3 lines, and he said something about, and then I asked him, what is this a person? And he said, so I'm assuming he was saying yes. It was the most beautiful and cute 3 lines I've ever seen. God save his soul. He's going to hell. Well, at least his parents are.
Really? Oh yeah. You didn't. His parents are siblings. Oh,
Yeah.
His parents are twin siblings.
They are.
Okay.
As long as Aunt, Mum, and Uncle Dad loves him.
Yeah.
So, Raphael finishes up his food and goes, well, let's go talk to this kid. I know you guys said talking doesn't work, but maybe if we write out the words, he can circle them.
Well, he don't know how to read.
Could you guys like drop me off at the hospital on the way? I just thought I might have an infection or something. I've got a killer headache.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys can do first aid on him, which will be the equivalent of getting him an aspirin, and the headache will go away.
Sure, I guess I can try first aid. Oh, come on! Come on!
You could actually spend a luck here.
Yeah, you can spend 1 luck to get it down.
Make it
to
to
Pass
10.
the roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean the stat just goes down? Again, I'm new to this
Yep.
all, guys.
The stat
would
was
go
down 1
permanently
point.
by 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess I'm gonna do that.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll. Well, I don't know what your health is like, Carl, right now, but you would, in
it's
theory,
just at
roll a
1.
1d3.
My health is like legit at 1.
Okay, so then you will definitely recover the 1 point.
It's at 2.
Yay!
All right.
You doubled your health.
Hey,
All right. So
take it.
so where are you guys going now?
Raphael would like to go talk to this kid.
I'd
Okay.
still say let's drop off Carl to the doctor's.
No. I definitely say we do that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if possible. Like, I'm 65. I should probably get a checkup anyway.
Yeah, he looks like a strong wind will blow him over.
All right. So you guys do that, and yeah, you drop Carl at the doctor's office, which he receives actually proper medical assistance, and they give you some painkillers. And go ahead and roll a 1d5, Carl.
Okay, let me roll 1d5 and get 1 again.
Don't jinx yourself like that.
2.
Hey!
One.
All right. So you make it to 4 points of health.
You know what? I'm gonna live forever.
And the rest of you go again to the house of the twins. So you guys park the car, and you see that
Wait, the parents are alive.
So what?
Didn't they die?
Okay, that's fine. We can play it like that. All right. So you arrive, and this kid is just living by himself. Believe it or not, he's living by himself. He's outside, sitting in the mud, eating mud because he's hungry. Well, he sees you coming, and he just looks up to you and says, "Huh."
Hello. I believe my friends came and talked to you. He flips over to the page of the drawings in the newspaper. Are these your drawings?
He grabs some mud and he tosses it up into the air.
Just shake your head up and down for yes, side to side for no.
He grabs some mud again and tosses it up.
Okay.
Leave the retard alone. He doesn't understand what you're saying anyhow.
He
Yeah, I
grabs
guess so.
another chunk of mud with his hand and stuffs it right inside his mouth and starts chewing it and swallow it.
Have a good day, son. And walks away.
Who came?
I tried.
Who just came?
We didn't even talk to him last time. It looks like we didn't lose that. What is it? Yeah, we didn't talk to him last time. I don't think we missed much.
All right.
Yeah, I have a gut feeling that this kid has seen some stuff and just can't get it out correctly.
Oh. Well, anyway. So what's the next big idea?
Well,
How
I guess.
about we check the house?
Yeah, let's go check the house.
What house?
The house he's living in.
Okay.
See if there's other pictures or whatnot.
All right. So when you walk towards the house, go ahead and roll some luck, Evan.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
He sees you going to the house. He gets up, and let's see. So we're doing a 1d5. Oh, perfect. Doo-doo-doo. So that'll be Jake. So Jake, he goes ahead and throws you with a big ball of mud And he's
Can I dodge?
well, you're walking towards the house, so you wouldn't see the mud.
Dang.
And it doesn't really hurt you. It's more like a just get you dirty. You guys
Oh,
actually
I turned
hear
around.
him complain like that, kind of throw him out. What are you guys gonna do? You guys keep going?
I feel like we gotta keep going. He obviously doesn't want us to see what's inside.
Okay, who wants to keep going and who doesn't?
I would like to keep going.
Am I still at the doctor's or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are.
I just come up with
Evan, what do you want to
I
do? Do you want to
stay
keep
with the
going? Do you
kid.
want to...
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I try to distract the kid with a story.
So, the kid actually moves a hand on the mud and picks up a knife.
Oh,
Quite a large knife too. And he starts charging towards you guys. I'm not very happy that you guys are breaking into his house. Just a second. There we go. Perfect.
again.
Actually, it should be a yeah, but it's not gonna be you because Carl is not here in the group. Actually, yeah, that would still be you. Just a sec. Okay. Oh man. What is this? Okay, so. Alright. Oh. Alright, there we go. He tries to stab you, but he fails. He trips on one of the steps from the stairs. He misses. The kid's quite large too for a 17-year-old. He's about 6'5".
Dang.
Yeah, he's pretty well built too. So, what do you guys want to do? Or, I mean, I don't think he's gonna just allow you to walk into his house.
Yeah, it doesn't.
What are we hoping to find exactly?
Evidence of maybe that he has found that he can't explain.
Like evidence of what? Like what do we need from him exactly? I mean, we've
What-
already found the creatures.
Well, but there's other creatures now. He may have seen some more things, know some more things that he's got drawn inside.
Well, if I may, actually, I'm not gonna give this one for free. Y'all can go ahead and roll intelligence.
Okay. So, intelligence. Got it.
All right. So, after you guys survive almost being stabbed from a mentally impaired child, You realize that you just saw a picture in the newspaper of the things that you think that you may or may not find inside the house. It would get you to think as to, well, maybe if he doesn't want us to get inside the house, maybe we can just go on top of that mountain again and see if the stuff is actually there or not.
Whoa. Maybe we can just search ourselves using the picture in the map, in the
Yeah,
newspaper.
I guess that's fair. We could definitely do that. I would just like to stop by the general store if we're gonna go up there.
Well, you can just walk up there.
Well, yeah, but I'd still like to stop by the general store before
Okay.
we go
Yep.
up there.
All right. So what's next? Then the general store.
Yeah,
Okay.
Raphael needs to buy something before we go up there.
All right. So you guys get in the car again, in the truck, and you get to the general store again. The the guy at the general store is actually keeping Carl company because the doctor actually dropped Carl not too long ago and left him there. Since Carl, doesn't have anywhere to go but a tent by the lake, which kind of tough for him to sit up and down from the ground to get inside of a tent. So they just left him over there. And when you arrives, Carl and the store owner are just sitting outside. And the store owner says, "Well, look, your friends are back."
That's good. That's good.
What did you find out? Did he actually had a moment of intelligence and tell you what he's been keeping a secret for 17 years?
Afraid not.
Yeah, afraid not.
He
Storky, do
needs
you
blood.
Huh.
do you
Talented.
happen to have a shotgun for sale?
I do. Here.
Uh,
Let me show you what I got, he said. And he shows you a 45 automatic. And he's got, let's see. He's got a shotgun.
perfect. How many shells does he have?
He's like, well, if you buy the gun, I'll be happy to give you a couple boxes. Here you go. He gives you 2 boxes for free.
Okay.
And I tell you, off you go.
Alrighty.
Be careful. Don't shoot anyone.
I don't plan to have to shoot anyone, but maybe something.
All right. So, what's the plan now?
Let's see if I can go and find how to add a shotgun to the sheet.
Are you going to the combat section?
Yeah. I just don't see like an add feature.
Okay. I'll tell you how.
Actually, if you go to the info part in the thing, you could type in the gun.
So you can do that, or if you already have the stats for it, let's say that you looked at the book and you got them, you just go into edit. I'm sorry, not edit. You go to the character sheet. You go into edit mode, and then you will see a plus sign. You hit the plus sign, and it'll appear weapons name, brawl,
Okay.
whatever.
I'm
And then you
gonna
will
have
do
to go
that
look
for every
up.
weapon you have. And then on their
Okay.
skill, you will match that skill with whatever skill you're gonna use to roll,
Yeah.
which in this case will be the shotgun rifle for the shotgun or the handgun
Yeah.
for the.
Alright. Thank you, kinda.
All right, so make sure you also do the damage bonus and the impale bonus. By the way.
Yeah, I just gotta go find where that is in this
Yeah. No problem.
book.
No problem. All right, so you guys finally you get over there to Bab again right next, and you park the truck one more time. You start walking up the mountain, and by the time that you start getting up that mountain, it's starting to get harder and harder to walk. You notice that there's crusty areas. There's also very gooey areas. You see shells that seem to belong to bugs here and there. But then when you get there, finally, you make it up, you notice that there is tons of bodies, lots of bodies. But these bodies don't necessarily just belong to the wasps. There seems to be also bodies of ants. There's Dan.
Hey, welcome.
What's up, Dan? Did I wake you up? I can't hear you. Can't hear you, Evan, if you're talking. I mean, Dan.
I can hear Dan, but you are soft
Yeah, he's really
in
soft.
volume.
Do you have your microphone far away from you?
Is this any better?
Oh, yeah,
Lot
that is.
better.
All right, so you guys find a whole field covered with dead bodies. These bodies
Of
belong.
insects.
These bodies belong to insects. Some are wasps. Some are ants. And as you arrive, you see a wasp coming out of the hive and flying away somewhere. And go ahead and roll spot hidden. All right. So you notice that there is a wasp man sitting down. He sees you coming. He stands up and he looks at you. And he says, I'm not going to attack you. I don't mean you any harm. I just can't fly away at the moment because one of my wings is damaged. What are you doing here? He says. Do you have anything to do with what just happened?
We were about to ask you the same thing.
We were ambushed by the ants. The ants are definitely winning this war.
The wasps are at war with, like, are these just like regular ants?
Well, they are oversized, very intelligent ants also.
Is that like something that we discovered before I came?
Yeah.
Okay.
This sounds familiar to the whole like Blackfeet ants kind of deal.
Yeah.
So the wasp says, these ants, we've been fighting them for centuries, even before we arrived to this planet. We are at war with them. They get to worlds and they consume and devour everything, all resources. And then they leave and they go to another world. They're like a virus.
Leave, we kill each other.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
The
From what it
wasps are-
sounds like, the ants will take over the earth instead.
Yeah. I mean, like the wasps are clearly evil, though. I mean, they've been like killing people and like raping people. And using
He's
them
like,
to
no,
create
we're
more
not
wasp
evil. We
creatures.
only took over women that were about to die. The only woman that we killed was the woman that we killed in front of you. And that was because you guys broke into our hive.
Cut her in half and started raping the bottom half of her.
But once
To be
she's
fair,
dead,
didn't
that's not
rape
really
you.
raping.
And to be
Yeah,
fair,
you took us into the hive. We were going to
Yeah.
sleep in a camp.
Yeah. They didn't-
We
yeah,
took
they
you
attacked
into
us
the
for
hive
raping.
because you guys were clearly up here searching for us. Our scouts heard you. We are one mind.
Picking us
Everything that
actually
one everything that one wasp hears, we all know it.
yeah, but what were the chances of us actually finding him?
Actually,
Without
very
you finding
likely.
us.
Very, very likely because you're not the only one that has found us.
But we didn't find you. You found us.
Yes, and we didn't kill you all. We let you go.
After cutting in half
I'm
one of
still
us.
missing
Well,
my
because
fucking
we
arm.
wanted to know that we were not in danger. And technically, we are not actually your problem here. Because, as I was mentioning, most of the women we killed were women that were about to die already, with the exception of Sylvia.
The one that you.
However, the rest of them were in peril situations while climbing, and we just, after they passed, we took their bodies, we resuscitated them, and we used them to procreate. Now, we do not necessarily believe in taking over the planet. We were going to leave you guys alone. We left you, we did tell you that we are ultimately your betters and that we will survive you. But we will survive you not because we were thinking about going out to kill you. We will survive you because we are just naturally a superior race. While you
I feel like it's
guys,
a little late to.
well, he says, while you guys depend on individualism, we are of one mind, and our bodies are more durable. We don't get sick. We don't have to worry about massive killings and bombs and things like that. Those crazy things that you guys do, and you end up killing yourselves. We don't. The ants, on the other hand, they will consume everything, including you. And then once
However-
everything is consumed, at that point they'll come back for us.
Have you got a location to the ant hive?
Not really. We fought these things with the help of the Blackfoot Indians, a tribe of Indians, African Indian Americans that are not too far from here, and with the help of some special herb, we were able to slow them down and defeat them. But we thought we killed them for sure. Apparently, they managed to rebuild their army and come back stronger than ever. I never seen so many ants before. There's thousands of them. They just run over us.
Hmm.
Fun.
However, all of them are leaving you behind.
All of who?
Yeah, I just left you behind because you can't fly.
Well, if I
That
couldn't,
doesn't
if I
sound
could
like
fly,
a
I would have
plan.
left too. Our survival, it's what counts also. Many of us have left already. Many female of us have left too. We'll keep reproducing, However, ultimately, that's not gonna be anything because once the ants finish you, then they'll come back for us. They'll find us sooner or later.
But if you have females that are involved in your reproduction, then why exactly do you rape humans?
We
Why do you
don't
need to
rape
humans?
humans. We just use them to procreate because we have to continue evolving the gene pool. Ultimately, if we keep procreating with the same, not person, but with the same genes, with somebody that comes
The
from the
same
same
species.
genes. So what we did was when we got to this world, we were nothing that a very strange but different type of bug. And ultimately, after we started procreating with humans, we realized that A, not only we became more intelligent as a whole, but we also became more physically able as we won your ability to walk in two legs and to have two arms and to speak. However, we didn't inherit apparently any of your weaknesses.
This is all real strange. So, saying the ants get weakened by the weed.
Sounds to me that we all have a problem here.
Do the ants work off pheromones like earthly ants?
He says I don't know. We never used that to fight him.
Well, you know, for an ancient enemy, you know very little about them.
Well, no, we don't know very little about him. We have changed bodies many, many times till now. We have been in many different worlds, and every time we go to a different world, they finally show up.
Well, yeah, but you don't seem to know a lot about them.
No, it seems like the main thing they know about them is how humans defeated them last time.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it's a little late for them to be recast as actually sympathetic and on our side after they cut in half and raped one of our party members.
I think, to their defense, they killed her first and then used her organs as an incubation chamber.
To be fair, they did rip her in half first.
Yeah.
Or at least mostly dead.
Well, she was dead before they finished, at least.
Yeah.
The part that they were raping was separated from the upper half of her, so she probably didn't even feel it.
True.
Like I said, she died before that happened.
Oh, by the way, Dan, my character now has a cow leg.
Oh, sorry, what the fuck? Sorry,
So, yeah.
He
What?
lost his leg, and he got it replaced with a peg leg, which is of a cow.
Okay, no. So, no, here's where it's not adding up for me. So, you lose your leg and you get a peg leg. Why is it a cow leg?
Because there was 4 options, and he liked that one the most.
Okay.
I couldn't say it was logical.
Yeah, the story was that the 4 options that he rolled and eventually was offered to him was a the bottom of a thick branch of a tree, the cow leg, a a, a handmade bottom leg, white in color, extremely white, that was made out of, a tree, also, and then the I think I said it was a stick of a broom.
Broom handle.
Yes, a broom handle.
Which one would you have picked? It had to be the cow leg.
You know what? Fair enough.
Honestly, I think maybe broomstick if it was me.
So, anyway, so the wasp says, "You guys can call me Phil, or can call us
Is
Phil. We are all Phil."
Very human name.
Even if I don't survive, which I don't expect to, because I cannot fly away, and I am sure that at some point you guys will turn on me and kill me, I will be more than happy to help you defeat my enemy, which now is your enemy.
Do we call the female wasps Phyllis?
So what?
Do we call the... Oh yeah, go on.
Phyllis.
Phyllis? No, she likes to go by Syphilis. Syphilis.
That is a truly terrible name.
Syphilis?
Yeah.
You guys do know what that is, right?
Syphilis?
That's,
I
that's
know
me
it's-
asking them.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I believe is a very common human name.
It is not. It's very much
Okay.
not.
Yeah, you guys
If-
use the
if you-
shorter
if you
version,
ever
which
enter
is
discussions,
Phyllis.
Never say you're called syphilis. That is
You guys
not
just use the
intro.
shorter version, which is Phyllis, but I believe it comes from syphilis.
No,
No.
you had a major misunderstanding there, mate.
Well, I did know a Phyllis once, and she was kind of syphilis. If you get my drift.
Like, well, see, I was right. I am afraid that there is only. He says, "I have heard only of one way to defeat this this ants. If you are interested. If not, you can go ahead and shoot me right now, and that's totally fine. I won't even fight back because there's 5 of you, and even if I kill 3 or 4 of you, you know what? I'm still not necessarily helping the rest of my hive, because if I kill you now, you're the few only ones that know this information, so you won't be able to pass it around, and the ants will kill us sooner or later. So go ahead and shoot me or play ball."
I'm gonna take this opportunity to take several up close photographs of the wasp creature from different angles.
You can take as many pictures as you want. I wouldn't suggest you to make those public.
These pictures are gonna make me a fortune.
Really?
Actually, well, I guess I'm not. I guess I don't really need this reporter gig anymore. Now that I've met my good buddy Raphael here.
Yeah, I guess you don't need that job anymore.
He says,
Greatest
didn't,
friend in my entire life.
didn't you guys tell me that you were sent here on a secret mission?
I don't remember my guy telling him anything because I think I was too horribly traumatized by the death of Sylvia or Lydia or whatever her name was.
So
I think
if
it
this was a
Sylvia.
secret mission,
I got over it
there's
pretty
got to
fast.
be a reason why this is a secret mission and not plaster everywhere that you guys are going to kill the very bad wasps.
Oh wait, I do remember. I did say that we were on a mission to see if they existed. I didn't say anything else about killing or whatnot.
Yeah. And
So-
initially, we were just supposed to find out if they existed. Although it kind of
And that's all I said.
After they discover that they're monsters that eat people.
So it sounds to me like the rest of your world don't know about it, and I am
The
sure who
FBI
sent you
does.
here probably told you not to say anything either. So go ahead, take as many pictures as you want. Now, when you're done taking pictures, maybe we can figure it out how to stop these ants.
Hmm.
Well, Philip, why don't you tell us then?
There is only one thing we can do to stop the ants. We have to kill their queen.
That sounds pretty
Okay.
straightforward, but I assume there's an army between us and her.
Definitely.
And
Most
you
definitely.
Have no idea where she is.
And she's not in this planet.
Oh, how
Oh,
convenient.
That's great.
You know,
Right,
that's
well-
just real convenient though.
Let me just get my magical flying ship of friendship.
And this is why the Hive has individualism. I mean, doesn't have individualism. We all think as a whole. He says. We don't waste our time on such comments, useless thoughts, or anything like that. Says, no, what we'll need to do is we'll need to go, all of us, inside of the Hive and try to get the teleporter to work so we can teleport to their planet and stop them.
You promise not to rape her?
To rape who?
We're all male, so I think we're safe.
The
We,
only,
we don't know what they like. What about their women?
Oh, true.
yeah, that's a good point.
What about
Maybe-
Syphilis?
No, I didn't think about that.
Maybe they have to lay their eggs inside of human hosts or something.
Oh, like alien. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Friends, I don't mean to interrupt this conversation, but the longer we wait, this ant problem becomes a bigger problem. And the sooner we want to go back to being a peaceful dealings with things, we kind of need to, I don't know, go deal with this.
On to defeat the queen.
He looks at
Yeah, I'm gonna
he looks
die.
at Dan. He says, how's the arm pain? Has it gotten any better yet?
No thanks to you, but yeah.
Okay, well, think about the fact that if we complete this mission, it'll be worth something.
A new arm?
Hey, I get a disgusting chitin-covered arm.
You'll
Ooh.
have saved the world. We'll be happy. I mean, think about this. You can save the world, and by now, with what these ants have done to us, we have very low numbers. Meaning that you can simply walk into our hive, whatever our new hive will be, which I don't even know that yet. I'm sure I'll find out sooner or later, and then just kill us all.
You realize this job is literally.
Here's a
already
weird fucking deal to offer.
What did you say, Carl?
I said, you realize this job has literally already cost our group an arm and a leg.
Well, there is most likely a big chance that this is a one-way ticket. To kill that queen, we're going to have to not fight, but to dodge hundreds of ants, if not thousands, not get caught by them. And if we do, we will need to escape, which I can't even fly. And
You know,
then,
this could all be true what he's saying, and I suspect it probably is. But we really only have the word of one of the evil wasp creatures that the ants are going to take over the world. All we really know for sure is that the alien ants and alien wasps are enemies.
I actually thought about that I actually thought you were
Just
going to say that.
was an accidental clip.
And you don't have to take my word for it. You can go talk to your dear friend that gave you that weed stuff that you were gonna use on us, that numb us, which
see,
they told you that they have dealt with the ants before, and we actually helped them do it. But you can go
See,
talk to
that's an
them.
idea. What if we get the FBI to kidnap all of the children of the Indian tribe and then hold them hostage to force the Indians to be cannon fodder for us in our attack on the ant stronghold?
What
I'm
the
not
fuck?
against that.
We're all. Well, it's too late. During this time, they're already kidnapping all the children and putting them into white households to make them assimilate to white society. So they kind of meet you there.
Well, this is the 20s, so I think think that probably the current adult Indians were kidnapped and placed in white households, and they still have their own children on the reservation. But we'll kidnap them again. We'll kidnap them again. We'll put them with even wider families.
Congratulations, Raphael. You're a father. No, I'm kidding.
And Phil just looks at you and he's like, "You guys are some sick race."
Kidnap them all and ship
Okay,
them
hey.
all to Vermont. Ship them all to Vermont.
Yeah, I want to point this out. I am not in agreement with them. As I am standing next beside this wasp person, looking at this group talking like this, going, "Really? And you're wondering why they kidnap and kill us because we're the monsters."
They are the monsters, though. They're giant wasp creatures that cut people in half and
We're
rape.
talking about kidnapping children from their parents. Who's
So
the
we're just
real
standing next to us, though?
monster?
Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's covered in chitin.
Yeah, he's covered in chitin. That's all a hive mind. We should really take when one of them tells us that this is a problem. It's like all of them telling us it's a problem. So let's get in there, get the teleporter fixed, and go fix this problem for future generations.
So when one of them rips in half and rapes one of your comrades, all of them ripped in half and raped one of your comrades.
Well, he says yes, that is actually true. The guy that got cut in half, the lady that got cut in half, pretty much the whole hive knew that she was getting cut in half.
Yeah.
And when somebody goes to reproduce with her, everybody is actually reproducing with her mentally because we all share the same mind.
You see, they're all guilty.
You're not making a case for yourself, Mr. Wasp.
Well, I don't need to make a case for myself because I am injured. I am dead already.
So let's think of it this way. Let's look at it logically here. We can either not do what this guy says and let these ants come eat all of the future generations and leave our planet helpless, or we can go, I don't know, put aside our differences and go fix this problem so future generations don't have to deal with it.
Well, I mean, it's just
No.
it's one
No.
alien insect plague or another alien insect plague.
He says,
There's no reason for us to trust anything the wasps are saying.
Phil says, look, if you
There's
agree
no
to
reason trust
actually,
them.
if you agree to actually join forces, we'll be happy to leave this planet and to move to another planet, as we will know that the ants will not come for us.
We can't take their word for that.
Of course you can.
No, we can't.
Of course you can. We don't need to lie.
They wouldn't tell us they didn't.
He's like, of
Well,
course
yeah.
you can. We don't need to lie.
I think we
Oh,
should talk to the FBI about this.
Out of
It's a
character.
kidnapping plan.
out of character, I am going to say as a reminder. We did already kidnap one of them to study and see about how to kill him. So
But they-
if we find out about how to learn about killing the ants, we'll have a way to kill both of them.
Yeah, I think we should.
FBI is already dealing with the wasp problem.
We should.
We
let
need to
them
deal
know
with the
about
ant
the ant.
problem.
Well, we should tell them about the ant problem because it's another alien insect menace that could destroy the Earth.
And that's
Yes.
fine. We could do
And
that.
But
Phil just looks at you and said, "By the way, that other, um, that other sibling that you took and is being tortured right now for information, trying to help you building that little gun of yours. You know, it's probably a great plan. It's a great plan if we were the only threat here, or if we were a threat here. However, all you're gonna do, all you're gonna do is you're just gonna kill the only chance of survival you have. Because once you kill us, there's no more portal. We cannot go anywhere.
Mutilated, limbless comrades to say that you are a threat.
I'm not
So,
limbless.
Go
I've
ahead.
got a cowlick.
I just say that we go follow this guy, use the portal, go save future generations, and not make an ass out of ourselves from relocating children. We saw how
Maybe
that
you're
worked
okay with
last time.
selling us out to the ant menace, fella, but I'm not.
I hear you saying that we should go ahead and destroy the ants. Oh, I'm up with that too. That makes 3 of us.
I'm in favor of destroying the ants, but we need to at least tell the FBI that the ants exist. Also, I want to pitch my child kidnapping plan to the FBI.
I would also like to point out, and he levels the gun at Ollie. I'm the one with the gun.
I
We all
pull
have
out my
guns.
gun.
I pull out my gun.
Well, just a minute. We'll turn this into a giant turkey shoot.
You want
So
a Mexican standoff, Pally? You got it.
Phil actually turns around and starts walking towards the hive, and he says, "Whenever you guys are done playing around, you can find me down there. I'm gonna start working to see if I can get that repaired."
Phil, before you run, could you call all your wasp friends to help us in the attack?
No.
Because if so, that's like 2 birds, 1 stone.
I am not involving anybody. If you want to get rid of us, we'll be happy to leave after we deal with the ants. There's
Can
no
we at
point of
least
us
accept you guys
leaving
on our side?
if the ants have not been dealt with. And technically, even if you send your whole civilization, everybody here, you will still not be able to fight them hand by hand. You actually need some covert work. You need some stealth because you won't be able to fight them one-on-one. You need to actually get to the queen and just kill the queen. And they all
Yes.
will die after that.
But a bunch of flying aliens who can carry us sounds a lot easier than us trying to crawl our way through.
And that probably
And
be
we
a
do
great
need
idea.
distractions.
That probably will be a great idea if we had anywhere to fly. However, in their planet, we're gonna be underground. We're gonna be inside mazes.
Alright, then a creature that knows how to navigate hives would be a good idea.
All hives are different, my friend, especially ants.
So,
I'm game for killing them. I'm gonna die soon anyway.
We've got to tell the FBI, damn it.
we don't gotta tell them
Aye.
We absolutely have to tell the FBI. Also, we have to tell them that they know about the gun.
What if half of us stay here to help repair the teleporter and then like a couple people go and do the whole talkies to the FBI's?
Alright, that's fine.
I'm gonna call an entomologist or something.
Alright, money bags and moonstone. Do you wanna come fix things and then harmless and camera guy? Do you wanna go talkies?
Harmless? How rude.
I'm glad.
Alright, Archie boy, I guess you and me are going to call the FBI.
Yeah. At least I'm still a conman. I mean, legitimate businessman.
Son, all legitimate businessmen are conmen. Don't let him tell you
want to
different.
take my tags with you.
It's like,
No,
okay.
I'm gonna go help this ant, this wasp, deal with this ant problem.
And help this wasp repair a machine I couldn't possibly hope to understand.
So, the Phil enters the hive and continues walking to the center and whatever. So, what do you guys do besides pointing guns to each other over there?
I'm just getting ready to head out.
What's the
Me and
consensus?
Me and Archibald are going to report to the FBI, and they're going to try to repair the portal.
Okay.
Oh, and bring TNT as much as possible.
But don't worry about that. We always do.
Alrighty then.
All right. So, Evan and Archibald, both of you hit the town to be able to get a phone and call the FBI. And the rest of you start walking towards the hive and get on the hive. When you walk into the hive, you see how the hive is in shambles. It's been completely destroyed. Everything's just broken. There are some eggs here and there that still seem to hold some larvae, but that's about it. You see dead bodies everywhere, and Phil over there in the distance, he says, "Right here." I'm right here.
Alright, what do you need help with, Phil?
You guys walk and you notice that there's this huge console made out of some sort of that material that it's, everything else in the hive is made. However, that console seems to have some sort of crystalline texture, almost as if you can imagine that it lights up on an orange color. There's a substance inside that is very orangey, almost yellow. That reminds you a lot of honey, but obviously it wouldn't be honey because these are wasps. He's like, okay, well, I need to repair this section over here. What I need you to do is once I repair it, you need to hit all those 4 buttons, and which they're all in different parts of it, so each one of you will have to hit a button. He says, and at that point the portal will line up. Then I just gotta set up the coordinates on how to get there, and the portal will open. By the way, when you guys see that, roll sanity, please, and thank you.
All success.
Alright. Everybody give me a 1d2. Thank you.
Oops.
You did a me.
Alright. So in the meantime,
There we go.
Evan and Dan, you guys get to town. Get to the general store. You enter the store, and the owner Says, "Oh, you guys are back. What are you here for? Did you find what you were looking for over there up those mountains? Did that fella found his wife?"
I'm afraid not, but we really need to use your phone. We gotta make a quick call.
"Oh yeah, sure. You guys are the only clients I have nowadays. You know, nobody comes trying to climb lately. But here's the phone. Go for it."
Okay, so I guess we're gonna call the same number we called before.
Yeah.
Should we tell them that Raphael is in league with the Wasps?
I mean, you know, we do whatever we want, you know, as long as
Yeah.
it makes sense for the character.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to help us though, if past experience is any indication. But I guess we
Yeah.
should.
At least
whatever.
try.
Yeah.
And then we can roll, like, persuade. See what happens.
Yeah. I have fast talk also. I just realized that.
All right, so the phone rings, and a lady picks up. It's like, "FBI headquarters."
Hey, this is Ollie Wilcox. I need to speak to somebody about a certain wasp problem.
Okay. Let me see who's available. Just a second. Hello. This is Elon Mackey on the phone. Who's this?
Mackie, huh? Good name, good name. Anyway, I'm here with Archibald Trench, and we got some disturbing news relating to a wasp problem. It looks like in addition to the wasps, we also have a bit of an ant issue developing here. Also, you should probably be advised that the wasps apparently have a hive mind, and they're aware of what you're doing with their friend we dropped off, and also they know about the device you've been developing.
So wasps, ants. Is this a joke? Look, fella.
Right, it's
Are you
deadly
joking?
serious.
Are you joking right now? I mean,
I wouldn't joke with you about wasps and ants, sir. This is deadly serious. But listen, we've got some ideas about how we could get the situation back under control.
what are your ideas?
Well, apparently the Blackfoot tribe is actually in league with the wasps. So my initial suspicions were actually turned out to be partially true, but apparently the Blackfeet have had previous contact with both the ants and the wasps, and they actually helped the wasps fight them before. So I was wondering, maybe if you were to put a little bit of pressure on them, maybe persuade them, you could get them to help us out here before the situation blows up out of control. Might not be too late to keep things under wraps here.
And what kind of help are you suggesting to get?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you were to maybe if you were to take really good care of their children, make sure that their children are removed to a safe location. Then
No.
then
But what
maybe-
I'm asking is, what help are you suggesting to get from the Blackfoot?
Oh, we could try and get them to do what they did before. Apparently, they have some sort of weird herb or something that they fumigated the ants with. I don't know. It worked before. Might be worth trying again.
Like, okay, well, give me just a second. I'm gonna talk to the chief. I'll be right back. Okay, Evan, roll your luck.
Oh,
He
how
comes
about that?
back. Like, all right, Wilcox. Yeah, that idea of yours, I think we can make it work. We we don't have the authority to continue kidnapping their children because apparently the public just deemed that that was too inhumane.
Well, you know,
So
their association with these wasp creatures
Right.
that could potentially
Because
be
of that-
colluding with a foreign power, couldn't it?
you're totally right. You're totally right. So because of that, because we just cannot continue kidnapping the children, we're just gonna show up and we're going to kill majority of them, not all of them, and then we're gonna tell them we're gonna kill the rest of them if they don't help you. It's just gonna work. Don't worry.
You gotta break some eggs to make an omelet every now and then.
Exactly. I like the way you think. But, you know, my brother thinks that way too. And his cousin.
Sounds like a good egg.
Yeah. All right. We'll be sending the army to take care of that stuff at some point today, if not tomorrow.
Well, all right. This was a productive call.
It sure was. At least you got your way this time around.
Well, all right. Have a nice day.
You too.
Just be aware also that the wasps apparently have a hive mind, so they're aware of the device. So plan accordingly.
What device?
The device you were developing to deal with our wasp issue.
They know? Did you talk?
They do. No, we did. As I was saying, the wasps apparently are a hive mind. We found an injured wasp up in the mountains, and apparently he knows all about what's been going on.
Oh no, well that is bad news. You gotta dispose of that real quick, because obviously now he knows even more.
Well, that's the plan, but we think we might need his help in order to get inside of the ant hive, or rather to get our Indian friends inside of the ant hive.
So you're saying that the Indians are in leagues with the wasp, and we should do something for them to cooperate with you, but you are enlisting the help of the wasps also.
No, we're saying that we need to kill the ants, and we're saying that the wasp creature claims that it has a way to get inside of the ant hive. It might be worth getting it to show us that before we kill it.
And how is he gonna show you that if you're threatening to kill him?
Well, we haven't told him that we're going to kill him yet, but
Exactly, because he thinks
no
you're in
need to
league
share
with
that
you.
information. Yeah, no need to share that information with him until it's time.
This is very fishy. I am starting to wonder what side you are in, Wilcox.
What about okay.
Look, we're gonna send somebody to talk to the natives, see what we can do. In the meantime, please don't talk anymore. Don't open your mouth anymore. Don't tell that creature anything, because apparently if it is true that it's a hive, it knows everything. It probably seen our whole headquarters in here. Knows who's in here, who's not. Knows ranks. Has seen all our technology.
When can we expect some movement on the Indian question?
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Well,
What should we do until then?
I'll make it my first priority. Until then, figure it out how to fix this mess.
We'll do our best. I'm sure I can count on you, Agent Mackey.
Yeah, you can count on me, all right.
Oh wow!
And hearings that.
Actually, they've continued doing the whole kidnapping thing till the 1980s.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they stopped around the 70s, officially ended it in the 80s, and early 90s. Wow. Okay, never mind. Early 90s.
really nice.
Right, well, that's. Alrighty.
All right, so
The more you know.
I was like, wait, the FBI probably isn't gonna stop it. I was like, wow, I was right. Damn, they continued it even longer. I was gonna say, it probably ended in the 60s or 70s. Nope, 90s.
All right, so Evan in Archville, what's the plan now?
Oh. Oh, not really sure.
Well, apparently they're going to kill most of the Indians tomorrow, and then try to force some of them to help us with the ants. I don't know. I don't know how helpful they'll actually be. We might just be creating another enemy. Also,
think?
how many of them are they going to leave alive? Like I don't know.
10%.
Like how many even is that?
There's like 40 left,
So there's gonna
or something
so there's-
crazy.
So we're gonna have like 40 guys that are gonna help us infiltrate the hive with millions of alien ants.
Yep. I mean, that's being generous. I doubt we get 40. That's a lot of NPCs to keep track of.
And
It's
we're
be
gonna
like
go
two
ahead,
NPCs.
just a
gonna hate us,
random
though.
number here. Let's see, roll 1
6.
D. I don't know, say 1,000.
49.
So there you go.
There's 40.
Wow.
Is that?
How did we get that unlucky? What the fuck?
Yeah. We've got 49 of them left.
Why do we never get that when there's enemies being rolled?
Yeah, well,
Oh, God,
it's an okay
that's
number.
bad.
It's an okay number, but I mean,
You guys are
I don't
winners.
know how will it be.
It's a lot of weed that they can carry to douse the ants with.
Yeah.
All right, so do you guys go
Smoke.
back to the to meet with the other guys?
Yep, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I
you're
guess
gonna
so.
try to head the other way. All right. Meanwhile, the rest of the group, you manage to get the portal going. The portal lights up, and you see that a portal just forms over there on the air. And when you look through it, you see that you can see something in there. You see ants walking here and there. They don't seem to notice you. They're just minding their own business, doing their own stuff. And you see that those ants look gigantic. They look between a big bull and an elephant size.
Oh wow.
This gun's not gonna be big enough.
So Phil says, well, there they are. And luckily for us, we managed to fix a portal. And this portal is, let's figure it out. Let's say, $310, no, sorry, 31 yards away from where the queen is.
That is really close.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
very
it
far.
Can we just chuck TNT through it until we hit it?
We managed to get this close last time. However, it's not a straight shot. We're gonna have to go through a maze in order to get there, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
why don't we
have
just
to,
dynamite our way there.
and we
It's
were gonna
very
have to
close.
deal with whatever ants we find on the way. Once we get to the queen's lair, the queen is probably gonna be the hardest part of this, because if we can make it there, she is literally huge. She is
Well,
probably like, I want to say about 4 of your elephants put together.
Well, here's an idea. What if we just dump loads and loads and loads of the herb on fire through the portal and just like totally fill the local area with smoke, incapacitating any ants that are in the way, and then we'll just use dynamite to blast a path directly to the queen, not going through the maze.
Well, that will only get you so far, and I cannot go there
She's
either,
only,
so
like-
I wouldn't be able to tell you where to go.
She's not that far away though. It's only like 100 feet. Like,
Yeah, but there's tunnels going everywhere. How would you know what
but-
tunnel to follow?
we wouldn't follow a tunnel. We just have dynamite. We'll just. Like,
To where?
know
How would
what
you know
direction
exactly what
she's-
direction to dynamite?
you can't tell us what direction they're in.
How do you know?
I don't know it over here by heart. Once I get
That's
there, I
exactly
can
what I was gonna
sense.
say.
Once
How
I
do you
get
know
there,
what
I can
direction?
sense which way she is, and I can guide you.
Okay, well, I mean, if you know what direction she's in, then you can just come through after we fill it with smoke, and then tell us what direction she's in, and then step back out, and then.
What
we'll
I'm
just
afraid
blast
is
that.
that the more dynamite you blow, you're gonna bring a lot more attention, and I doubt that a little smoke is gonna be able to deal with. Let's see.
Is that all there is? That seems. I mean, for an ant hive, isn't
In that area, yeah,
not very many?
close to the queen's lair. Yes, that's all there is over there. Of course, that's not the total of the hive.
To be fair, it's still a lot more than the 5 of us. 6 if you count syphilis.
Yeah. Again, my thought here, gentlemen, is I still like the dynamite idea. We fill the tunnel with smoke. He tells us which direction. Once we get to the queen, we just throw dynamite and then we run for the portal.
Well, there's no need to worry about that because the FBI is going to furnish us with a squadron of brave Indian volunteers who are going to be leading the charge.
Yeah, there'll be no need to throw dynamite. They'll run in with it.
They'll attach the dynamite to their bodies.
Brave soldiers.
Yes. Yes. Brave champions of humanity, ready to give their
Brave
lives for the
voluntary
cause.
soldiers.
Voluntary heroes of humanity, ready to willingly give their lives. No coercion of any kind.
They will truly be seen as equal after this.
No, they won't. But they
will be equal to the ground.
they'll,
It's the
they'll
step.
be as close to equal as their poor benighted people ever can be.
And Phil
But
says,
survival,
"You
death,
humans
everybody's
are
equal in
sick."
death.
Phil says, "You humans are sick."
Phil, I want you to know that not all of us feel the same way.
I'd say.
A good chunk of us do. Don't get us wrong. Don't get me wrong, but not all of us do.
And he says, "Okay, well, the portal is open, and the condition that this hive is, we don't have long. So, when are we gonna cross?"
Well,
How long are we supposed until we have these, and Raphael use air quotes, volunteers?
They should be arriving sometime tomorrow. The FBI just has to arrange a few things with the department.
Phil!
The war with the war
They'll be
department.
arriving within 32 hours.
Phil, how long can this portal stay open?
Uh-huh.
22 hours.
We don't got the time to wait.
But
We don't have the time to wait. Which means we all go like now, or within like a few hours with some preparation, or that hive eventually comes here and kills us all.
well, I guess it's all up to you then, Raphael. We'll attach dynamite to you. And
Oh, we're attaching dynamite to you before we attach it to me.
I think that we should put it to a vote. All in favor of attaching dynamite to Raphael, say aye.
I feel like Raphael has the least off of the group, so perhaps he should.
Except
He has
I
to
have all
avenge
the
his
money.
wife.
The least.
I vote for Ollie.
No, no.
Just to avenge his wife.
I vote for Ollie.
The
I
least
vote
to
for
offer the
Ollie
group.
also.
Let's be honest here. The least to offer the group right now will probably be Carl.
I'm not.
Carl,
I can swim, guys. I can swim.
Carl, or Archibald. Either of them.
Archibald is my partner in legitimate business.
He's missing an arm. What do you think he's gonna do over there?
Yeah, I get him into places he can't get into.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
So
my character won't be able to make it there without having to take a 10-minute nap. It's 31 yards, guys.
So the wasp actually pulls out some pouches, and he's like, "Look, if you're gonna use that smoky thing, whatever, I don't know what else they got over there, but these pouches, what they'll do is they'll enhance your reflexes. So if you see them coming, or if you hear them, you'll be able to hear them from further away, and now you'll know if there's anything coming to you or not, and maybe you can stop moving for them not to hear you and not have to fight. However, let me make this clear. If you fight, they'll hear you. They'll hear those shotguns. They'll hear your guns. And there's gonna be lots and lots. So only shoot if you have to.
To be fair, I'm 65. I can go kill myself.
He's like, okay, are we ready to go?
Yes.
Alright.
Wait. First things first. Does anybody here like fishing?
Oh, hold on. He, the wasp guy actually.
Not you, Wasp. You don't get any.
Hold on. Phil actually hits you with his, he pokes you, and he heals you for 1d5.
Oh, I'm starting to like Phil, guys.
You know, I could do something else with 4 HP in there.
Do I roll the 1d5 or the
Yes, you roll the 1d5.
Oh.
Come on, Carl.
Okay.
Do you need health too, Dan?
Yeah, I want 4 HP.
Alright, so he hits you too for 1d5.
I'm about to outperform you.
And you, well, you know, they're from Europe, just from opposite ends.
Alrighty. So we're going there. What's the plan once we're in the Queen's lair?
We sneak,
Kill the queen?
and then we set up a bomb.
So that means we need to go get dynamite.
We have dynamite, I believe.
Yeah, we have dynamite.
Alright,
And
sounds good.
not just a bomb, we also have the herbs in that area. I mean
Sounds-
the weed in that area.
Sounds good.
Plants.
Herbs,
Yes.
plants, whatever it is.
We brought the roses.
Sheesh.
And
No.
and at that point, Phil grabs some more of that wheat out of a storage area that he had. He's like, I got some too, but this I'm not gonna use. This is for something else. And
Hey Phil, can we attach the dynamite to you to blow up the queen?
no, thank you. But
Oh,
he
come
says,
on, you-
okay,
you said you're
let's
already
go.
armed.
And as he crosses the portal, that's where we stop for the night.